group is assisted by a community advisory board, a group made up of representatives from the Public Health Department, local AIDS organizations, the university, and gay and lesbian community leaders.
I think the advisory board is there to provide whatever kind of support we can and whatever kind of support the MPower group itself wants. I want to emphasize that I think it's a peer-based program. It's run by the core group. They set the agenda, they manage the day-to-day affairs, and that's exactly as it should be. The advisory board is there only to provide whatever support we can for legal or financial matters, fundraising, or to share our experience of what we know has worked for us and what might not work, but ultimately to leave the decisions to them.
The project structure is designed to empower young gay and bisexual men to mobilize and build a strong, supportive, and healthy community. Because decisions are made by the young men themselves, the project has built-in flexibility. It can be tailored to the specific needs and culture of the community. Each community can find its own way to house the project. In Albuquerque, the MPower House serves as project headquarters. It's a setting for project meetings and social activities, and a resource and drop-in center for young gay and bisexual men.
You look around and everyone's smiling, and by the point that you get from like 3 steps into the door, someone's already come to say hi and introduce themselves, and it's really friendly. It's amazing, and that feeling never goes away. Every time I walk through that door, it's like coming home. It's like a family.
And coming to MPower, it seems to be very relaxed and very positive. People don't judge you when you walk in through the doors. They don't try to fit you into a certain clique.
People coming in from the outside are carrying with them, at least initially, this hard shell. They need it to respond to all the threats from the outside. But when they come in, they're able to sort of drop it at the door.
For me, the best part of MPower is the feeling for me that I'm in a safe place. MPower to me is very safe. I allow myself to relax a little bit. I allow myself to have fun. I don't really hold back a lot of movements that I usually make that might be a little bit too loud. I'm amongst friends here. I'm in a safe place.
The Empowerment Project includes 4 main components: formal outreach, M groups, informal outreach, and a publicity campaign. Each component builds on the other to attract men to the program and to foster behaviors and norms that encourage safer sex. In formal outreach, teams of young men go to places where young gay men congregate to promote safer sex through creative performances, talking with men, and distributing safer sex materials and invitations to project activities.
I'm Steven. How are you? I'm a condom sentry for MPower. Have you heard of us? No? Can you guess what type of condom I am?
Treasure.
Ooh, good guess. So I'm going to leave you with these. They've got our numbers.
Since most communities have few social settings for young gay and bisexual men, a key feature of formal outreach is creating new events that will attract young men. Then, important prevention messages can be presented.
Every 6 weeks, we put together a big community-wide event, like a barbecue or a dance or a volleyball tournament or something that we think will be attractive to the greatest number of young gay and bisexual men, so that they'll come here and find out what we're all about. In addition to that, we have smaller events almost every night, like movie nights, video nights, gay-themed movies, volleyball every Sunday, Sunday brunches.
The message, be healthy. Be healthy for yourself, be healthy for the community, is subtly infused into every activity we have, every event we create.
Outreach events are designed to create a dynamic, sex-positive atmosphere that attracts diverse types of young men to the project, encourages them to stay safe, and actively draws them into other parts of the program, like the M groups. M groups are one-time, 3-hour small group meetings. co-led by the project coordinators and volunteers. They're promoted as a fun way for young men to meet each other and talk about sex, dating, and relationships. Through discussion, role plays, and exercises, M groups target key factors that lead young men to have unsafe sex. They provide information and help men to think creatively about safer sex and build sexual communication skills.
M groups are one of the key components to what MPower is all about. It gives us an opportunity to get 10 new guys together who've never met, to sit down and to really get to know each other on all sorts of levels.
You are in a room with other gay, bisexual, curious guys, and you're all learning, you're all experiencing what it is to be gay. You're asking questions, you're getting informed on things you didn't know before, or things that probably you didn't know as much about before. You get to interact with other gay guys and to role play and have fun. And I guess it's all about making that connection, building a stronger community.
In one important component of the M group, the young men are encouraged to talk with their friends outside the group to encourage them to practice safer sex. This type of informal outreach is one of the major innovations of the Empowerment Project, creating a diffusion process where the norm for safer sex is spread through the community from one young man to another.
We know from previous research that some of the highest risk young gay men will never show up to the M groups. And so we have to come up with ways to reach out to them.
In the M groups, we ask each of the people who are participants to go out and to take on the responsibility of saving their friends' lives, because that's in essence what we can do.
We have educated them on what they should do sexually. We've given them the tools and the words to say to go out and talk to their friends about safer sex. And we've actually given them handouts and materials to give to their friends. And we've encouraged them and asked for a personal commitment for them to go out and tell their friends about Empower groups.
It's important that I talk to my friends about sex because I want them to be here tomorrow. I want them to enjoy what life has to offer. And I want them to have fun when they're having sex. And you know something? Safer sex can be really fun.
I got the flyers for you guys.
An ongoing publicity campaign uses posters, flyers, and word of mouth to inform young men about the program, invite them to project events, and provide a continual reminder of the need for safer sex.
For everything we do, we put together personal invitations, and we'll hand those out to people in bars or traditional gay settings, or give people who come to Empower a stack for them to take to their friends. We typically stay away from the mainstream media, like the local city paper or TV or things like that, because we feel like we want the house to remain completely safe and welcoming for guys to come. And if there's a lot of publicity in the community about what the Empower House is or what our location is all about, the guys will feel less safe when they come.